All right, I'm live on YouTube. Live on Facebook. Man, I was supposed to do something else. Hold on. Right. Gotta switch my phone over to my cellular network instead of my network so I can have a stronger signal when it comes to broadcasting. Turn that off. Now let's go to Instagram. And I am live on the gram. All right, peace to the God, peace to the gods. How y'all doing tonight? I hope y'all doing wonderful, magnificent, and great. I know I am. This is your boy Jonah Bey. This is the Jonah Bey Show. Hey, we got upcoming things coming. We're gonna have a sale on Black Friday. Everything on the site except for seminars and consultations will be half off, half price. Like I said, the flyer will be on the site soon. I got my guy working on it. Also, we got an up and coming seminar in Atlanta, Georgia on the 16th of December. I will have that flyer up. He's working on that too. So it's all coming up real soon. What in the world? They have joined, but I can't see myself. Oh, there I am. So that's coming up soon. So you don't want to miss it. It's the banking seminar where I'm going to teach y'all how to take over these securities. You're going to discharge, but and more importantly, you're going to get the security and get the money back into your account, which means you'll get the credits. You'll be the secure party of that account. That's what you will learn on the upcoming seminar. So don't you fret. Yeah, I mean. But let me get in with tonight's show. I want you to go to, I'm going to put it in the chat, but I want you to go and look up 12 CFR 1002.2. 12 CFR 1002.2. I got it in the chat on YouTube. I'm putting it on Facebook right now. It's in Facebook, and let me do Blog Talk. And it's in Blog Talk. So I want to go down to, what was it? Give me a second. E. Now, this one you're going to want to keep. This has all the definitions of everything you're going to be doing inside a UCC1, a UCC3, and a UCC3 add-on. So E, applicant. Every time you do an application, you are applicant. So this goes for everything. I don't care if it's DMV. I don't care if it's a credit card. I don't care if you need a new social security card, DMV, a car, a house. You are applicant, right? So applicant means any person who requests or who has received an extension of credit from a creditor. See that word, extension of credit? If you look up that word extension, it means a part that is added to something or enlarged or prolonged in continuation. They are actually giving you credit from your own credit. The credit comes from you. But let's go on. From a creditor, and includes any person who is or may become contractually liable regarding an extension of credit for the purpose of the term includes grantors, sureties, endorsers, and similar parties. See, now, when the UCC uses these terms, they're not using it the way y'all think they're using it in a regular definition. Let's look up the regular definition of credit. Regular definition. Credit definition. All right. The ability of a customer to obtain goods and services before payment based on the trust that the payment will be made in the future. Right? So they give you something and then you make payments towards it in the future. That's what it means, right? The regular definition of credit. Well, when you look up creditor in the UCC, this is what the word creditor means in the UCC. Now, for shits and giggles, I'm going to have to put the word creditor definition and look that up too, because I want it to be exactly the same. I don't want you to say, well, Jonah, you looked up credit and then that was the definition of credit, but what's the definition of creditor? Now, creditor, a person or company to whom the money is owed. That's what the regular definition of the word creditor means. UCC says the creditor means a person who, in the ordinary course of business, regularly participates in a credit decision. You heard? In a credit decision, including setting the terms of the credit. The term creditor includes a creditor's assignee, transfer, subrogee who so participates. For the purpose of 1002.4 A and B, the term creditor also includes a person who's in the ordinary course of business regularly refers to applicants or prospective applicants to creditors, or selects and offers to select creditors to whom the request for credit may be made. A person is not a creditor regarding any violation of the act or a part committed by another creditor, unless the person knew he had reasonable notice of the act, policy, practice that constitutes the violation before becoming involved in the credit transaction. So, the banks are only creditors because they're involved in how much you will receive from your own credit. They ain't giving you something and then taking payments later. That ain't what. So this actual definition of the word creditor, according to the UCC, is totally different. It's just like the word purchase in the UCC. When they purchase something, according to the UCC, it means you gave them a gift and they received it. And that's called purchase. Whereas the regular definition for the word purchase and what we're used to using is someone bought something from you and gave you money. See, the UCC is hiding their actions. Everything in commerce comes from you. Banks don't have money. They don't have no money to lend. First of all, the law says they can't lend their own money. Secondly, banks are dead entities. The only live person is you, so you create the credit. They take your promise, which is an obligation of the United States, and they take it to the United States. The United States gives them the credits or the FRNs, and that's how credit is established. You do that through making securities. Every application is a security. And boom, when you give them your social security number with your name, this is how you making securities. Just by putting that number in your name on an application, it becomes a security, right? So they're giving something that is yours. Now, if you go down to J, it has credit in the UCC. What does that mean? Credit means the right granted by a creditor to an applicant to defer payment of debt, incurred debt, or defer its payment, purchase property or service under deferred payment, right? So they kept that meaning the same. But they are not truly the creditor. But I'm going to keep it real with you. The only way you can be seen as a creditor and you the ones who's giving credit to the banks, you're going to have to do a UCC 1 and a 3 on that actual application. Before you sign it, you're going to have to do the UCC on it. So that way you can be the secure party. Now, that proves without a shadow of a doubt you lent the money to the bank. If you're not doing that, you're not the creditor. That's just how that goes. Now, open-end credit is W. Open-end credit means credit extended under a plan in which a creditor may permit an applicant to make purchase or obtain loans from time to time directly from the creditor or indirectly by use of a credit card, check, or other device. So open-end credit is when you're doing credit cards. Then it got person, person. Person means a natural person, corporation, government, or governmental subdivision or agency, trust, estate, partnership, cooperative, or association. Now, I know that's confusing because the UCC is saying that everything basically is a person. But if you look up the word natural person in a regular dictionary, natural person, natural person is a living human being. Legal system can attach rights and duties to a natural person without their express consent. So even a regular dictionary or Wexlaw dictionary is telling you they can put obligations on a natural person without its consent. Because in law, you're the only one that can create anything. Every time you start a corporation, an LLC, it is you that's making that entity exist, right? So that's exactly how banks operate as well, right? So nothing can move without this, the real man. Everything, all money comes from real people, but y'all don't know that y'all the money. Y'all are using intermediaries called the banks, and they're facilitating all the contracts, and those contracts are made for them to receive your energy, which becomes FRNs and put you in debt. The straw man, you got two sides. You got the trust side of the straw man, which is Scott, Jonah John. Last name, first name, middle name. That's the trust side of the straw man. That's the one that's creating the money, the FRNs. Then you got the debtor side of the straw man, which is Jonah John Scott. And all debt is put on the first, middle, last, Jonah John Scott. That's how that's operating. You got to know that's going on, so you know. I went over in the private build on Sunday and Tuesday. Tomorrow will be the private build. If y'all want to be on that private build, you're gonna have to send an email to jonahbey.com, and I'll forward it, and you will be getting an invite to that private build Tuesday afternoon. Right now, we show a lot of information, and we go over a lot of information more in depth than what I do on the air right now. Right? So, natural person in law, they say a trust is a natural person. An express trust is a natural person, right? Even though it's an entity, it's a natural person. So go figure. You actually got to look up all these terms, because in reality, the UCC and the banks are actually using a different language than you are. But they're using all the exact same words, but it means something different under the UCC. And all applications, all corporations, including the UCC, is the actual rules to commerce. They're all in commerce. They're all corporations. Your straw man is under the UCC. Why? Because your straw man is a corporation. And also the other side of the straw man is a trust, right? So it's under the UCC. UCC is what governs all commerce. So every contract is using the UCC. You have to become a secure party of every contract. Now, you will not be able to do the bullshit called secure party creditor. There's no such thing as a secure party creditor. There's a secure party, right? There's also a creditor under the UCC, but all three of them don't go together, right? You want to become the secure party of every application that you do that's new. You won't be able to go after the old contracts and applications. That's going to take a lot of work. I haven't taught y'all that yet. But becoming a secure party for a new application is easy. That's what I'm going to teach you in the actual seminar, how to do that. Very important. That shit is going to get you rich, for sure. That shit is going to make it where you don't have no bills. Soon I will do a free workshop where my son just bought a motorcycle. I'm going to probably record how I did the UCC for this motorcycle, and the collateral will be the MSO of this motorcycle. The debtor will be DMV and the boss of DMV for the whole state of Georgia. And I will assign it to him on 3 for the benefit of the secure party. The secure party will be my Express Jonah Bey Express Trust, right? And then after I do the UCC and file it, I will send it off to DMV, regular in DMV. Once it comes back, the title comes back for the motorcycle, I will then send the title and the name of the trust, plus the UCCs and a control agreement or security agreement to the boss of DMV. That means a allodial title to that motorcycle. No one can touch it, not even DMV. Even though it will have a plate, it will be untouchable by everyone in the system. It will be untouchable by everyone in the system. Plus, they're going to trade the actual title on the stock market, which also means I'm going to get 80% of the money traded. They're going to get 20%. This is all the things I'm showing y'all in this seminar. So you're going to make sure you be there. I don't know where you're going to learn it, for sure. With that being said, we almost 40 minutes in. Let me start taking some calls. Seven five seven 755. Peace to the God. Peace. Peace to the God.
I gotta come back, man.
Damn, yo.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought I was down. I didn't have my phone muted.
Your shit is low as fuck, man.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you, but the shit is kind of low. Go ahead. What you got for me?
Okay. By the way, that was a hell of a beer yesterday, brother.
Thank you.
I'm still digesting.
Thank you.
So I got a question surrounding is there when we do the 1 in 3, is there a time limit on that we can put somewhere on the instrument where we can seek a response?
You can put whatever you want in your control agreement.
Okay. So whatever's in there, that determines the time frame and everything before everything.
Well, you can't. How? Let me ask you something.
Okay.
How are you going to control how their inner workings of their company happens?
Well, that's what I'm asking. Is there a rule to something like that?
No. How are you going to control? Look, we don't know how long it takes them to process shit. You know it's going to be less than a year, less than 6 months. Nothing is going to go over 3 months, but you don't know how long it's going to take. See, every 3 months, they got to close out the whole quarter.
Okay.
A corporation's year is broken up into 4 quarters, 3 months apiece.
Right. I got you.
All right, then.
That was pretty much the only thing, because when you broke down that 105 yesterday, I was like, 104 yesterday, now 104. That was bad piece. I appreciate you for that, brother.
Okay, peace, God.
All right, peace.
All right, I'm going to the next caller, 408-761. Peace to the God. Peace. Can you hear me, brother? Yo, yo, yo. 408-761. I don't know why people put their hand up and their phones be on mute. I'm going to 407-668. Peace to the God. Peace to God.
Peace to the God, Jonah. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Yo, peace to the God, man. Much respect, love to my magnanimous teacher. I appreciate everything you do.
Thank you, my brother.
For sure. Oh, of course, man. I want to ask a question along the lines of Brother Sam, who just got off the line with you. On that control agreement, is that a separate agreement, or is that a separate?
It's a security agreement. If you sending them a security, you have to write how you gonna control it. Now, if you have no idea what it looks like, I suggest you come to that seminar. Of course, I'm gonna show one.
And that would be attached to that UCC column, correct?
No, you can do that, but no. The only attachment that you could possibly attach to the UCC would be the actual registered mail number that you're going to put on the actual application.
give me the registered mail number of that with the application.
That ain't what I said. Why are you changing my words? That ain't what I said.
I'm sorry. Just the registered mail number. That's what you just said. That's exactly what you just said.
Sound like you confused. Maybe you need to be on that bill tomorrow and ask that question so I can go over it.
Got you. I'll do that, John. I'll do that. I'm not going to say too much on the line there. I'll keep it at that.
All right, then.
You,
Peace, God.
Peace.
That was the last caller, so it looked like I got an early night by 20 minutes. Obviously, people don't want to talk to me. I'm going to see if you got any questions in YouTube and Facebook and the gram, but other than that, I'm going to close it out. Jonah, we're going to have to put the gloves on for making us wait. So get in shape. I'm coming for you. Oh my God. Lean back so I can peek that hat real quick. Okay. Yeah, this is old school. You know, the turtleneck, the vest, the hat, all of it match. You know what I mean? I got an overcoat with the fur. You know what I mean? Just, you know, put my grown man dress on. Big baby Moses, what's good, brother? I'm good. How are you? You funny with that. It always make me laugh every time you write that. Jonah, how do I get the creditor TIN number to discharge having very impossible time finding it? That's easy as hell. All you do is go online and you put whatever the name of the company is and then put 8K form or 10K form. And when it comes up, it'll have the EIN at the very top of the 10K or the 8K. Number 8K. Number 10K form. All right. Isn't the Social Security card an open-end credit line? Well, I think it is. You say it is. But at the same time, I've never read a law that called it that. So I'm going to say by law, no, it doesn't say that. And until you can find me the law that says that, I'm not going to say that. I don't say what I think. I only show you what the law says. And we take it from there. This is how we get remedy all the time. We don't add or take away from a law. Did I miss the Kansas seminar? Yes, you did, but we didn't even have it because I had technical difficulty. So Kansas City was canceled, but you'd have missed it by like a motherfucker. And on my shows, on this air, I kept on saying it was canceled. So you ain't been listening for a while. Bear Gang Tabernacle, looking good, sharp. There, noble. Peace to God. Thank you, my brother. Peace to the God. What if they don't honor the UCC 1 you did within 72 hours? First of all, if they don't honor your UCC 1, they did a UCC 1 before you. Now, let me add, because that would be securities fraud. And you would have proof with your UCs and that. Seems to me like if they did that, you didn't do the studying. I keep on telling you, y'all rushing shit. Y'all just want to go do shit, and y'all don't even know how to do it. There's verbiage that's supposed to go in the UCC and the collateral and all that, which y'all don't even know how to do. What you think? I'm up here and I gave you everything to do on this show? No, this is why I have seminars to actually disclose the real information, the pertinent information. I'm just giving you an overview so when you come to a seminar, you're not lost at what I'm telling you to do. So if it didn't work, it's because you don't know what the fuck you're doing. Sorry. Hi, Jonah. It's Johnny. If I have a bond done correctly, can I use a bank to wire my first of all, why would you be doing a bond? A bond is not meant for it to be used in the way that you're trying to use it. You're trying to do that secure party creditor bullshit. So it's not going to work. If you were trying to get money, you have to do an international bill of exchange, and that's under the UN Citral Convention of International Bills of Exchange and Promissory Notes. Once again, you're trying to do shit you don't even know how to do. You didn't read the law on how to. Yeah, it's not going to work. You think you're the only motherfucker? Everyone that does the secure party creditor process sends the bond to the Treasury themselves. What do they get from it? Nothing. I did it too. When I was green, I did it too. Nothing. It's not going to work. Now, first of all, the problem is you think a bond and all that shit is different. A bond ain't nothing but a bill of exchange. Everything that I'm talking about is nothing but bills of exchange. So maybe you need to read that law, UN Citral Convention on International Bills of Exchange. And stop listening to gurus. Learn the law. Do what the law says. Greetings, peace, Jonah. Where's the ATL? When seminar. I'm gonna have the flyer done. It's gonna be on my site, and you'll get the address and all that. But anyone who's been to a seminar in Atlanta knows I only have it one place really. It's gonna be at Courtyard Marriott on Carnegie Way, downtown Atlanta. Have you a money order, the IRS envelopes that say 300 penalty for private use? And if so, would you send it in with the forms? Yes, I would. I don't get that, but I've seen that envelope back in the days. I got one. But I don't know what you're trying to do with it. Dad, y'all can't hear me anymore? On YouTube? They said they can. I don't know what's up with. It's probably y'all's feed, the other people's feed. Other people can hear me. I haven't seen it glitch or nothing. So I don't know. All right, let me go to that's everything on YouTube. Let me go to Facebook, see if they got anything. Ask me anything. How do I join the Tuesday class? You must have got in late. I just said send an email to jonahbey@gmail.com, and I will forward your email and you will get an invite. That's how you get it. Send an email. It's okay to ask an off-topic question about Crooked Court Commissioner dragging his feet to run the clock out for the corporation so that the court doesn't have to pay any claim to me that is owed to me. You would have to look into the rules and see how long they have to response. You have to look at the laws. This is what I mean. So many of y'all try to do stuff half-cocked. Y'all are supposed to do y'all's research before you start using it. Y'all are start a process and won't know the law and what the law says. So then you're forced to try to learn while you're using it. That's never going to work. That's never going to work. I can't count how I talk about and talk to people who do that every day, all day long. Yeah, it's not going to work. The Art of War. It tells me I really have to do a show on the Art of War. Again, I have it in the archives. You go to SoundCloud.com, feed Jonah Bey Archives. You can hear the archives, right? But I did a show years and years ago on the Art of War. The Art of War says, if you know thy enemy and thyself, you need not worry about any enemy. Victory is assured. Y'all are losing. Either you don't know yourself or you either don't know your enemy, and you are losing. And that's why you are losing. Y'all haven't did proper preparation. You know, you ain't gonna be able to win that way. All right, that was YouTube. Promissory note turned into a bond, have paid various credit cards and about to pay a 3. It's done correct. Well, let me ask you something, brother. It's just like I said, UN Central Convention on International Bills of Exchange and Promissory Notes. If you do it correct, it will work. Absolutely. But if you already got it working, you don't need to be on this show. Go off and buy shit. I don't know why you here. You know what I mean? Or maybe it ain't working. I don't know. I don't believe shit until I see it. Now, I know it worked. I know it worked. But I don't believe you know it. I don't believe you done it. The reason why I don't believe you done it, like I said, if you already doing it, you already filthy fucking rich. You don't need to be on a show like this. You would be out enjoying all the shit that you've gotten from it. That's why I don't believe it. I think you capping. Anyway, I don't even know where I left off, but I'm going to call it 850-630. Peace to the God. Peace.
Peace to the God, Jonah Bey.
Peace.
Peace. All is well?
All is wonderful, magnificent, and great.
Hey, for sure. I like to hear that. Hey, I'm going to be sure to send you a link so I can get in.
Okay. What questions you got for me?
I got a quick question for you.
All right. You need to take me over speaker or something. I hear all the shit in your background. Like your phone rubbing against your pants or some shit.
How's that?
That's good. What's up?
Okay, great. Hey, I'm doing, I got my Florida injunction, right? And I got the James Brown joint.
Uh-huh.
And what I'm doing is, let me ask you, you told me last week on what to add. Hey, is it still cool to note Holmberg versus Holmberg?
You can put all that in, long as it has, listen, you have individual style, right? But long as you have the nut and bolts to say the same. You got to know that no one's your creditor, because if they don't have a promissory note, they can't be your creditor, right?
Right.
Then,
notice that.
You also got to know that child support is under, collection is under Rule 666, which also a violation of your spiritual well-being. You don't want to be under the mark of the beast. As long as you keep those things in it, you can do that, right? But I told y'all from the giddy up, you're doing child support, you want to Google child support unconstitutional. And there's many states that have cases that state that child support is unconstitutional. It's no separation of fed and state and various lack of due process. So you can look up any one of those cases and put some of that verbiage into child support, and it's all going to work.
Okay. And then also, what about Trinity versus Pack? I got it on Zoom here and come up. So anything they say, I can just
just
versus package.
Yes.
Package literal, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Now, me personally,
attached certified.
Me personally,
go ahead, John.
I would write them in writing and say, I'm not doing no goddamn video hearing. That's not giving you due process, my nigga.
Right.
Don't you
gotta chop up
understand
that
that they can cut you off and stop you from saying anything
Got it.
and all that? Y'all can't be letting them do no fucking video calls on y'all. The